Welcome back and thanks for joining me, Bryn Lucas. Today I'm sharing more of property guru Phil Spencer's expert advice on mortgages. For most people, the key to the door of your dream home. If you're thinking of moving, one of the first things you need to do is find out how much you might be able to borrow. Here, we're able to save you valuable time and money by connecting you to a panel of experts who can start that hunt for you. Just visit the Move IQ website and search Get a Mortgage Quote or click the link below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel too, as we have insider's guides to every aspect of home buying. One of the first steps in getting a mortgage is a process known as a mortgage principal or mortgage agreement in principle. Essentially, this is a lender saying how much they are prepared to let you borrow. This means you'll know how much you can afford to pay for a property. The lender will weigh up a number of things to decide what the mortgage in principle will be. Typically, your income, employment status, and your credit rating. It's a good idea to check your credit score and get a credit report before speaking to a mortgage broker, and you can do this over at moveiq.co.uk too. But here are a couple of important things you should know about a mortgage in principle. It says what a lender is willing to let you borrow, but it's not a legal guarantee. Whether the lender actually provides that sum will also depend on the property you end up making an offer on. And when you go on to make a full mortgage application, the lender will look more deeply at your circumstances and could change their mind if they uncover something that makes you a riskier prospect. Also, a mortgage agreement in principle usually only lasts between 60 and 90 days. So if you haven't found a property in that time, you might need to get another agreement. So is it worth getting one at all? The answer is almost always yes. If you get an agreement in principle before you start house hunting, you know how much you can afford. In the words of our founder, Phil Spencer, you don't go shopping unless you know what you've got to spend. An agreement in principle can also help you stand out from other buyers, which can be useful if there's a lot of interest in a property, because it will prove to the seller you can afford it. It also reduces the chance of you applying for a too big loan and getting your mortgage application declined. Some estate agents will only take you seriously if you have an agreement in principle. It can improve your chances of getting a mortgage confirmed and may speed up the full mortgage application process once you've had your offer accepted. Approaching a lender only after you've found somewhere you want to buy risks losing the property while you wait for the lender to carry out a valuation survey and move through the whole process. To go about getting a mortgage in principle, first speak to an advisor who can help you work out what you can afford and guide you towards the most suitable lenders for your circumstances. Just to remind you, you can do that via moveiq.co.uk or through the link below. I hope that's given you a head start on this vital step in the mortgage process. There's mortgage information and much more on the Move IQ website, in particular the tools section, which is loaded with advice, guides, and step-by-steps for home buyers. Do hit that subscribe button, and I hope you'll join me next time.